the reason Islamic finance has been growing so rapidly perhaps is rooted in the financial crisis. Islamic banks really outperformed conventional banks during the financial crisis because of their greater stability. And that really put them on the map. Islamic finance is different in a number of ways. First of all, the notion of money is different. For example, you cannot make money on money. So you cannot just lend someone money and earn interest on that. Lending money is not considered work. You must work for profits. Secondly, high levels of uncertainty are prohibited in Islamic finance. For example, you cannot buy and sell things that you do not own. You must own something in order to sell that, which basically means that derivatives, a number of derivatives, not all, but a number of derivatives are prohibited in Islamic finance, which basically are all about speculation. So in Islamic finance, again, you have to tell the other party about all the risks that at least you are aware of and put them on the table before a deal is struck. A third, you can only invest in ethical projects. For example, you cannot invest in gambling or alcohol or other such projects. Islamic finance or Islamic banks certainly face a much harder constraint when it comes to new product development, because they are subject to approval from Sharia boards within these banks, which means that it has to be kosher, it has to be ethical, it has to meet a number of different criteria before it can be introduced into the market, which means you cannot just make stuff up. I think the future for Islamic finance is great. And it is not only because it offers a much more stable banking system because of the various constraints within which it operates, but also because an increasing number of people are realizing the benefits of Islamic finance. And thirdly, because the costs, which were a prohibiting factor initially in Islamic finance, the costs generally tended to be high with Islamic banks because of all the hoops that they had to jump through. The costs are now rapidly coming down as more and more standardization takes place. So all these things make me think that the future for Islamic finance is quite bright.